Welcome to Vanished in History, where the stories of the lost and mysterious echo through time. Today, we delve into a phenomenon both mythical and rooted in whispers of truth. The giants of history. Towering beings whose existence straddles the boundary between legend and reality, they are said to have roamed our world, leaving traces in sacred texts, folklore, and even archaeological discoveries. But who were these giants? Where did they come from? And more importantly, what happened to them? Throughout history, nearly every culture has its tales of giants. The Bible speaks of the Nephilim, mighty men of old, men of renown, who were said to have been born from the union of the sons of God and the daughters of men. Goliath, famously defeated by David, was described as a giant warrior over 9 feet tall. Zulus of South Africa tell tales of the Inkasana, colossal ancient beings said to have inhabited the earth before humans. In Greek mythology, the Titans were primordial giants who clashed with the Olympian gods. The Japanese have the Oni, often portrayed as giant ogre-like creatures who were feared for their strength, mischief, and appetite for destruction. Norse mythology tells of Jotnar, colossal beings who existed before the gods and were both feared and respected. Even in Native American traditions, stories of giants abound. The Paiute people, for example, speak of the Siteka, a race of red-haired giants said to have lived in Nevada's Lovelock Cave. What's striking is the sheer ubiquity of these legends. From the ancient Sumerians to the Aztecs, from Scandinavia to the Pacific Islands, the narratives of giants are uncannily similar. Could this global convergence be coincidence, or does it point to a shared memory of something real? One of the most intriguing modern claims of giants comes from the United States, specifically Wisconsin. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, newspapers reported startling discoveries of enormous skeletal remains in burial mounds across the state. The skeletons, said to be anywhere from 7 to 10 feet tall, were often found alongside artifacts, suggesting a complex society. Take, for instance, the 1912 excavation near Lake Delavan, where archaeologists reportedly uncovered the remains of 18 giant skeletons with elongated skulls and double rows of teeth. The Smithsonian Institution was allegedly involved in these discoveries, yet many of the remains have since disappeared, leading to conspiracy theories about a cover-up. Skeptics argue these reports were exaggerated or outright hoaxes, fueled by sensational journalism of the era. But believers point to the consistency of the accounts and the involvement of credible institutions at the time. Could it be that the giants were deliberately erased from the historical record? If so, why? Travel to the southern tip of South America and you'll find stories of the Tehuelche people, indigenous inhabitants of Patagonia, who were described by early European explorers as being astonishingly tall. Ferdinand Magellan's crew claimed to have encountered natives standing up to 12 feet high during their circumnavigation of the globe in 1520. Antonio Pigafetta, one of Magellan's chroniclers, even wrote of capturing a giant who was so large that his head came only to their waists when they stood on deck. Could isolated populations of giants have survived longer in remote corners of the world? Archaeological clues or optical illusions? Beyond Wisconsin and Patagonia, there are other tantalizing pieces of evidence. In Ecuador, the remains of an enormous skeleton were discovered, allegedly belonging to a human-like creature over 25 feet tall. In the Philippines, enormous stone tools have been unearthed, far too large for an average human to wield. And then there are the mysterious giant footprints found in places like South Africa and China. Goliath's footprint in South Africa, a massive indentation over 4 feet long, perfectly resembles a human foot. Geologists argue it could be a natural erosion feature, but believers see it as clear evidence of a forgotten race. Critics often dismiss these findings as misidentifications or natural geological formations. Yet, some scientists and researchers remain open to the possibility. The simple fact that they exist, combined with the legends that persist across cultures, makes it difficult to dismiss the notion outright. If giants did exist, Where did they come from? Some theories suggest they were a separate subspecies of humans akin to Neanderthals but far larger. Others speculate that they were the result of genetic anomalies such as gigantism on a societal scale. However, this doesn't fully explain their consistent presence in ancient myths or the accounts of their advanced societies. More esoteric theories delve into the realm of the supernatural. The Nephilim, for example, are often interpreted as the offspring of fallen angels or demons. What about other worlds? Could giants have been extraterrestrial visitors, as some ancient astronaut theorists propose? Or could they have been the remnants of a forgotten civilization, one that flourished before recorded history and was wiped out by cataclysmic events? If giants did once exist, what happened to them? One prevailing theory is that they were hunted to extinction by smaller humans. In the legends of the Paiutes, the Sea-Tekar was said to have been exterminated by the tribes after a prolonged conflict. Similarly, Greek mythology's gigantomachy, the war between giants and gods, could be an allegory for the same. Another possibility is that giants were victims of environmental changes. The shift from the last ice age to a warmer climate could have made survival difficult for such large beings. Food shortages, disease, or even their own biological limitations might have spelled their doom. Yet some suggest that giants didn't vanish entirely. Instead, they may have gone underground, literally. Stories of subterranean giants persist in various cultures. In Ireland, the legend of Fionn McCumhale speaks of giants retreating into the earth. Could these tales hint at a hidden race of giants living beneath our feet? Today, the question of giants remains shrouded in mystery. Scientific evidence is scarce, yet the stories refuse to die. Why do we keep returning to these tales? Is it because they tap into something primal within us, a collective memory of a time when the world was wilder, more dangerous, and filled with wonders beyond our understanding? Or perhaps the answer lies in the very nature of history itself. The victors write the records, and what doesn't fit the narrative is often erased. If giants existed, they may have been seen as threats to emerging human societies. Their bones, their artifacts, their very existence might have been systematically wiped from history to ensure that humanity's dominance remained unquestioned. The giants of history may be gone, but their shadows linger. Whether they were real beings, metaphors for human fears, or remnants of a forgotten past, they compel us to ask questions about the world we think we know. Did giants truly roam the earth, towering over the ancestors of modern humans? And if so, what secrets did they take with them when they vanished? The answers may lie buried in the earth, hidden in ancient texts, or scattered across the whispers of legend. But as long as we keep searching, the story of the giants will remain alive, a mystery waiting to be unearthed. Did giants really exist? Were they mighty warriors, builders of societies, or victims of human wrath? Or are they merely shadows cast by our imagination, shaped by our deepest fears and dreams? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Stay curious, stay questioning, and join us again on Vanished in History. For if it vanished, it can be told. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mysteries that are lost in history, and watch our next offering appearing on your screen now. Thank you so much for watching.